What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy King 053, Mr. Easy Money, and we are back at it again with another one. And I just want to speak quickly about this thing of Ace Magashula. He had a beautiful interview at Newsroom Africa where he spoke vastly about what has transpired in the past, 10 years in the ANC, and also events that led to him getting expelled from the ANC. Very interesting thoughts. I told you Ace is a political brain. We put him in the same spectrum or in the same group with the Stephen Biko. We Chris Hani. We put him in the same group as Jacob Zuma, and we put him in that group. The what you call the Malema. Politicians who can think about strategies, politicians who know how to carefully plan their next moves in terms of what they are going to do, how they say things. And Ace Magashula is one of those leaders that when I see them, they might not be perfect, but they are tailor-made for politics because they understand politics very well. Now, I was very interested in him speaking about him engaging other political leaders, and I was listening very carefully because when you listen to someone, you have to listen to the tone he's speaking in, you have to listen to the mood that he's speaking in, and also listen to looking at the facial expressions and looking at the volume. You look at so many things when someone speaks. When you do psychology, those who have done psychology of the human body and psychology of behavior, you know what I'm talking about. You look at so many things to identify if the person is genuine or the person is just speaking out of his ass. And Ace Magashula is a person that he's like Julius Malema. He's easy to read. You understand the direction that he's speaking, and you can clearly see when he's joking, when he's neutral, or when he's taking a side. You can clearly see with Comrade Ace. And now with Comrade Ace, I got two things or three things. Let's speak about this. When it comes to the ANC, Ace, by the sound of things, how I viewed it from my angle, is not a person who wants to leave the ANC. Even with this expelling him, he is a person who says, no, there is still a hope for me to go back into the ANC. But because he is a political mind, he's keeping the other options wide open so that should this option fail of going back into the ANC and resuming and taking back his powers again, then these options are still open. For me, it's not a good idea for the ANC to take Ace back. Why? Because the ANC has now become a factional political party. You're either with us or against us. And the reason why Ace, one of the reasons why he was expelled from the ANC is because as the Secretary General, with the powers that he had, he wrote a letter suspending the president. So as the president, the head of the political party, you are not going to allow such an individual back into the party. For what good reason will you allow him back? If the president was Zuma, I was going to say allow Ace back, even if the person was fighting President Zuma, because President Zuma is a political mind. He knows how to deal with people. He knows how to manage powers. But Cyril Ramaphosa is not that type of a president. He's a type of a president that says, well, you are against me, so I don't want to work with you. And Ace knows that. And Ace has made it very clear that he does not want to work with Cyril Ramaphosa. In fact, he's against Cyril Ramaphosa. Unfortunately, Cyril Ramaphosa is the head of state. You can't go with the head of state head to head. You can't clash with him. You need strategies to beat the head of the political party and eventually the head of the state. You can't fight them head on. And that's the mistake that Ace did. Now, he has clearly told us that he is in advanced talks with the EFF and saying, listen, Julius Malema is one of my comrades. I come far with Julius Malema, which rose an eyebrow because it means he is considering this thing of the EFF. He's clearly considering it. And for me, the ANC has got two options. Deal with Ace within the ANC party, meaning call him back and neutralize him where he does not have too much power. But you know at least he's gathering votes for the ANC. Or allow him to go to the EFF and try to deal him from a distance, of which for me, they won't be able to deal with Ace once he gets in the same camp as Malema. Once Ace is in the same camp as Malema, trust me, ladies and gentlemen, it is over for the ANC. I've been saying this many times. The ANC has made a good job of killing itself because they could not manage these conflicts, internal conflicts, and these powers. You know, when you have a political party, you have a lot of leaders, and you have, as the main leader, as the head of that leadership camp, you need to know how to manage powers. And Cyril Ramaphosa does not know how to manage powers. That is in my view. You can tell me on the comment section if you think he is managing powers carefully or successfully. Look at what he did with Lindy Osisulu. Look at what he did with Nkosazana Zuma. You know, I can go on and on and on with people that he did not agree with. Look at what he did with Didi Mabuza. Look at what he did with Ace. So he's clearly not a person that can deal with powers. He wants his shoe and only his shoe to be the one that is in control. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Politics is a game of chess. One wrong move, you'll be checkmate and you will be stabbed in the back. And Cyril Ramaphosa knows that very well. So for me, I don't completely blame him. But I want him to be more wiser into moving into this 2024 election. But you know my position. My position is that white monopoly capitalist has taken over the ANC via Cyril Ramaphosa. And they are aiming to kill the ANC. And they will succeed in that, in wounding the ANC and sending the ANC to ICU in 2024. You hear this politics of the Western Cape looking for independence. You hear coloureds now running to the PA, Gayton Mackenzie. You see the Zulus running back to the IFP. And you see so many movements where the people are scattered. The African people are no longer united. We are all over the place. The African agenda is not put forward. So you ask yourself, what is going to happen? When are we going to get the land back? When are we going to get rid of Afrikaans? When are we going to get rid of the English language? When is Africa going to stand up? You know, there's countries like Argentina and Germany and Spain. Those people are not bothered with English. They don't care. You give a mic to Lionel Messi, the best footballer in the world, can't speak English. It's not that he can't, he does not want to. So it tells me that if Africa unites, and Africa unites behind one or two languages, one or three, four languages that are official, it will make it easier for us Africans to communicate to one another. If Africa unites behind an African currency, not this currency that is being proposed by the BRICS, China, Russia, and Brazil. No, an African currency backed by African presidents, backed by the African minerals. That is what we want. So after we are done with getting the ICC, after we're done with dealing with the US market, the United Kingdom market, we are dealing now with the BRICS. We must now get rid of these BRICS and come to an African unity state. African United State. That's what we need. Ace Magashula. How the ANC deals with this Ace Magashula. After the press conference, remember the press conference is going to give us directions. And after the press conference, the ANC must now react. Because you cannot just sit and not react when Ace does something. If you are arrogant like Fikile Mbalula, you are arrogant to say, no, the people that banned the t-shirts are not ANC people. That is not the issue. The issue is that ANC t-shirts are banned. So you are telling me if someone bans the South African flag and they are not South African, we must not be bothered because they are not South African? No. Because they are not ANC members, then it should bother you even more, because those are potential voters for the 2024 election, national election for that matter. Monday, Ace says he's going to speak to the whole world in a press conference. We're waiting to hear what Ace Magashula is going to say. We'll be listening to everything he says. Please go to your Newsroom Africa, listen to the interview. I don't want to play it here for copyright issues, but I'm saying to you, if you listen to the tone, you listen to how he speaks, you look at the body language, Ace does not look like someone who's worried. He looks like someone who has a plan. And if the ANC is not careful, I see other leaders following Ace Magashula before the end of 2023. You will come back to this video and you will remember what King said. Because if King said it, it must be true. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If first time you're tuning in, please consider to subscribe. Leave your thoughts on the comment section. Hit the bell icon so that you can get notified every time I drop some hot content. And until we meet next time, please don't forget to play, guys. This Ace guy, Ace. There's an issue with Ace.